Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Vaporeon from Pokemon. So we're going to start with the eyes. I'm going to have the head sort of slightly tilted towards the left. So we start with the left eye first. Starting with the brow, we're going to draw a curve from the outside, curve around towards the inside of the eye. We're going to leave a little gap. Now again, we're going to tilt the head a little bit so the right eye is going to be lifted up a little bit higher. So we're going to leave a little gap in the middle, starting on the inside, curving to the outside of the eye. Let's curve the bottom of the eye. So from the left side, we're going to curve around and then come up and then just kind of flatten it out as we get towards the inside. Starting from the outside, we'll curve down, around, and then just flatten it out towards that point. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So going flat out and then rounding out and back up to the top. Let's add a couple little highlight ovals at the top of the eye. So on this one, we're just going to angle it this way. Starting from the side, we're going to create that little oval. And then on this side, we're just going to angle it this way. Starting from the top, come around to the bottom, and back up to the top. Along the bottom, we have a little highlight shadow. So we're just going to draw a little curve. Just to simplify this, just going to curve across the bottom, and then the same on the right. Let's go ahead and color the inside of the eye black. Do the same on the right. From here we're going to move down the middle of the face, right in between the eyes, and draw an upside down triangle. Just a little tiny one for the nose, and then we'll color that in black. From here let's move down from the nose and draw the upper part of the mouth. So stepping down, we're going to curve down and out towards the left, and then we'll curve down and out towards the right. Now we're going to layer in the bottom of the mouth. So we're going to have the mouth open. So from the bottom of this curve, we're going to come down to the bottom of the mouth and then back up on the right side. Inside here, we're just going to tuck the little tongue, so a little curve going from left to right. Let's go back up to the top of the head and start working our way around the side of the face. So in the middle here, in between the eyes, we're going to start with a little point. We're going to draw a long little V going up to the top of the head. Going up towards the left, and then up towards the right. Now we're going to curve around the side of the head towards the eyes. So on the left side, we're just going to go on the outside edge of the eye there, and then the same on the right. From here, we're going to work our way down towards the cheek. So again, leaving a gap where the eyes are, right down here on the left, we're going to curve and round out the cheek on both sides. Now these points are going to do a hard turn down towards the chin, and the chin is sort of rounded. So from the left side, we're going to curve down towards the chin. We're going to round out the chin and then come back up on the right side. From here, we're going to take these 2 points and curve out to the outer edge of the fins. So on the left side, we're just going to curve up and out towards the left. We're going to draw these pretty long on both sides. Now we're going to pull these back in, so we're going to taper them so get a little bit wider as you get back towards the head. So on the left side, we're going to curve out and in, leaving a gap right there. And then on the right side, we'll do the same thing. So just curving all the way to that point. From here, we're going to have to layer in that spike in the middle of the head. So in the middle here, we're just going to start with a V, and we're going to go all the way up to a point. So starting at the top, we're going to pull a line right to the left side of that V, and then out towards the right. Let's take these 2 points and connect them with a curve behind that spike. So the top of the head goes up, in behind the spike, and back down on the right side. Let's finish off the inside of the fins. So on the tip here, we're going to start by drawing a curve going in. We're going to go to the right side and sort of balance this out as we go. So 2 curves. Now we're going to bring them in closer with another curve. Coming down. And then we're going to pull these in again. So another shorter curve going in. So you see that the fins are starting to pull in this way. From these 2 points, we're going to draw a straight line right into the side of the cheek. Straight line on the left and on the right. Now we're going to add a few little fin lines in here. So at this point, I'm just going to curve in towards the head. Same with the bottom. On the right, we'll take this point, curve in towards the head, and the same thing with the bottom line. Let's draw the fin that surrounds the head up here. So we're going to start up on the top of these fins and curve up to a point and then curve in behind this spike. So on the side here, we're going to curve up. When we do that one more time, we're going to come right into that spike, curving right in. We do the same thing on the right side, curving down and then up to a point, and we're going to pull this all the way back in towards that fin. And we're going to add a couple lines coming out from the head towards these points, but we're going to leave a little gap, so we're not going all the way to the end. We draw the one underneath here. So starting on the side, right at the bottom of the fin, we're going to curve out. Curving out. We're going to do that again, coming around. Another curve. You can see that we're working our way around the contour of the chin here. We're going to do another one. Down there. So we're pulling in towards the middle of the body. Now we're going to connect those 2 points with one final curve going across. Again, let's go to the face and pull these little lines going in towards these spikes. So we're just pulling them and aiming them towards those points. Now that we got the head, we're going to work our way towards the body. So we're going to have the body sort of shifted over towards the right and twisted. So the tail is going to come out and then over the body this way. So we're going to have to start with the back first because this is going to overlap the body. Starting on the side here, we're going to go down and then out towards the left and then pull it down to right about here. From this point, we're going to have to work in those little spikes along the back. So we're going to start up here and we're just going to do a series of little points that go up like that. We're going to go all the way along, just following along that spine with these little points, and we're just going to repeat this all the way down until we get just past that point right there. Okay, so then at this point, we're going to have to turn the tail. So now you're going to see the spikes on the upper side. So from this point, we're going to see the tail going out this way. So we're going to go up there, just draw another point. These little upside down V's going across. Now we're just going to follow this imaginary curve going this way. Going up like this. Now if you find some trouble trying to follow this line, we can go back to the top here and curve underneath. So I'm just going to curve underneath those spikes, and I'm going to make my way to the tip of the tail. Going up, then across like that. Now we have a little guideline to help us follow along with these little spikes, these little points that go across like this. Again, we're repeating this all the way to the tip of that line. And we get to the end, we just have to pull it right into that point there. Now let's draw in the top edge of the tail. Now this is going to be starting out wide and it's going to go right close to these points here. Starting up here, curve along with that same curve and get down towards the back and then just go a little bit past that point there. Let's draw on the bottom of the tail. Now this is going to start off wide because it gets thicker here and then goes out into a point. So right up here behind these spikes, we're going to curve down and around. So it's going thick. Now we're going to go thinner as we come in. Going up and then just past that point there. Let's draw on the fin. So from these 2 points, we're going to curve out towards the tip of the tail. So from this point, we're going to curve around towards the right and then just pull it down. Go to the top and do the opposite. So we're flipping this over. From here, we're going to round it out and then just pull it up. From this point, we're just going to curve in towards this center area here. So curving around like that. Now this is overlapping the back side. So up here, we're going to curve and pull that in behind the bottom curve there. Now let's draw the body tucked in behind this tail. Now the body, we don't want to make it too wide or too short. So we're going to start over here. We're going to draw the front profile edge of the leg. So right underneath these spikes, we're going to curve out, and then we're going to pull this back in, curving in behind the tail. Now we're going to layer in the front leg here. So somewhere in the middle, we're going to curve down behind the tail. Now the thickness of the leg is going to come down to about here. So we just want to curve the back side of that leg. Right here, we want to draw the belly. So we're just going to curve up. And then the hind leg is basically a curve going backwards. So right here, we'll curve back like that. Now we want to show these paws coming down behind the tail here. So right here, we're lining up with that leg down to here. So we're going to draw the bottom of the first paw and then just curl it back. We're going to do an overlap. So stepping down, curling around. And then one more time, we're going to step to the side of this and curve across like that. Let's draw on the back paw here. So you can see the back edge of the leg coming down right beside that front leg. We'll draw one curve for one toe. Go down here doing an overlap for the second one. And then the third one, Just going to pull it to right about there and then pull it up. So we're just lining up this line, this profile edge, and just curving that up behind the tail. Up here on the end of the tail, we can just draw a little wrinkle. So just a little curve across like that. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Vaporeon from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.